Yeah. Hello. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Here we are. So, I'm just going to move this a little bit. There we go. Here we are. November 27th. Daily Reflections. Interesting one today. Really interesting. Everything in the, as I understand it, in the 12-step philosophy, in the design for living, is geared towards us finding the knowledge of God's will for us and the power to carry that out. So we have to have a belief in a higher power. And then we spend some time going through and discovering that we've been self-centered, and we've been living in fear, and we've been living in judgment and complaint, and mostly it's all been about us and what's in it for me, and that shifts to how can I serve thee, if we want to live. That's been my experience. If we actually want to be happy, joyous, and free, we more than just survive. If we want to, know the promises and know peace and comprehend the word serenity and live in intuition, to be free. If we want to be free, we have to have this huge shift. And so today's title, today's reading is The Perils of the Limelight. Why would anybody want to be in the limelight? And I would have to say that we'd want to be in the limelight for status, to be seen, to be noticed. It would often be, it would be feeding our ego, wouldn't it? And so as I read this today, I also looked at it and thought, well, what am I doing? I'm on the internet, reading these things. Am I here in a giving service way? Am I here to carry the message, the principles of the 12 steps, or am I wanting to be seen? So it was, a question to look at, and I don't entirely have the answer, but I think I'm doing this to carry the message, and it's just my way of doing that, and so yeah, that's it. But I can see that the limelight thing is something. And for us, for the addict and the alcoholic, it doesn't work. We get caught up in it, and because alcoholism is untreated alcoholism has us in the center of the picture. Look at me. That's untreated alcoholism, and what about me? And recovery is, how can I serve? How can I make a difference? How can I give back? Recovery is full of thank yous, and so we're able to also carry our weight in recovery and make a living and look after our families and be great dads and moms, and those things happen in recovery. We're not hiding out in our bedrooms in isolation. That's untreated alcoholism. So yeah, and it's not easy. Not many of us really want to do the work to become free. The prison that we live in of our what about me, poor me, is somewhat comfortable, and because we're used to it. Living free is work, and in a way, to a certain point, and then it becomes just part of our nature. My dogs were dreaming over there. They're both over on the couch, and one of them was dreaming and barking. I just gave a little whistle. Yeah. Okay, the perils of the limelight. In the beginning, it's like the early days of AA, the press could not understand our refusal of all personal publicity. They were genuinely baffled by our insistence upon anonymity. Then they got the point. Here was something rare in the world, a society which said it wished to publicize its principles and its work, but not its individual members. The press was delighted with this attitude. Ever since, these friends have reported AA with an enthusiasm which the most ardent members could find hard to match. So it's interesting what happened for, in the 12-step world, because we didn't have a representative, a mouthpiece, if you will, or even Bill Wilson, who was the main founder, was very anonymous in his life. And then it goes on to say, that, by the way, was in the 12 and 12. It goes on to say, it is essential for my personal survival and that of the fellowship that I not use AA to put myself in the limelight. Anonymity is a way for me to work on my humility. Interesting. Since pride is one of my most dangerous shortcomings, practicing humility is one of the best ways to overcome it. Pride, a dangerous shortcoming. The Fellowship of AA gains worldwide recognition by its various methods of publicizing its principles and its work, not by its individual members advertising themselves. The attraction created by my changing attitudes and my altruism contributes much more to the welfare of AA than self-promotion. Boom. So that's the deal. I'd like to know what you think. My hope is that I'm just doing this as a service, I'm not AA. I don't represent AA. I have many years of recovery as a result of the 12 steps in AA. But my intent when I read this on a daily basis is not to put myself in as an example or as a promoter of the 12 steps or of AA. So, but I'd like to hear what you think. What are your thoughts on that? That's it. It's Monday, meditation night tonight. I'd love you to come here at the house or on Zoom. And if you'd like to come, just let me know and I'll give you the Zoom info. Okay, cheers. Love you lots. Thanks.